Dominique Velociter, principal of Lyceum Kennedy, French-American School, shares her thoughts and experience about mistakes, success and happiness. Dominique, education leader with an entrepreneur mind. Her motto, Transformational leadership, defined in 2 words, empathy and innovation.
Hello, Dominique.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you today, and thank you for letting us be here. And as you may already know, our group, Einstein Academy of Innovative Learning and Self-Perfection, always taking interviews with people who made a difference in a community. And I think you are the one of such individuals. I meet more and more people who are afraid of making mistakes in life, at work, in education, in personal life. And my personal opinion is that those who doesn't do mistakes work for those who did them and made appropriate conclusions out of them. So they took benefit out of the mistakes and applied to the life. And also there is a great saying that I love on this matter is the biggest mistake you can do in life is always be afraid of making one. What do you think? Is it important to be ready for making mistakes and have right attitude toward it? And why do you think so?
Oh, you're absolutely right. And I think that in recent past, it was believed that children should not make any mistakes, that they should be only rewarded, but we are realizing that it's not true. And in life, we only learn from our mistake. We learn more from our mistake than from our success. If we look at the example that is often taken, it's a little child learning how to walk. He's not going to start walking without falling. And that's by falling that we learn how to take our balance and to move forward. Students need to see what they have done that is not correct so they can improve on their own and realize why they have done it. So yes, absolutely. We need to learn from our mistake. We need to accept them. We should not feel that a mistake is a failure, but in the opposite, that a mistake is a step forward.
Moving forward to the education system, we for the past 6 months we went to a lot of schools, spoke with a lot of parents and kids, and one more time we understood that system of educations work like pattern. What I mean, everyone knows that they have to go to school first, then college, graduate, find work, and work until the rest of their lives. But what is more interesting is that out there very few schools who really understand the success. What I mean by success? When a child or any person understand him or herself what they really want to do in life. And it doesn't matter with whom, with the adults or child, doesn't matter. And what is more disappointing is that when it comes to the choosing the profession, the way you want to go in life, the money becomes the main factor. Everyone thinks how much they will earn. And also there is a great saying by Maya Angelou. She said that in order to become truly accomplished in life, you have to always do what you love to do. And don't make money your main goal. My question is, do you agree with this statement? And if yes, which recommendations will you give to the parents who are speaking with their kids about choosing their profession?
I do agree, and somehow I do disagree.
Okay.
I think yes, you should choose a life you love, a life where you experience pleasure and passion, and do something that is meaningful to you and make you happy every day to go to work. Too many people just stay where they are, don't try to improve or to change anything. We're creature of habits, and some people prefer to maintain a situation that doesn't make them happy than just to look elsewhere and change. However, in our society, when we look at college tuition, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you want to have a couple kids, you still need to consider that someday they will be studying, they will be learning, and then you may have to pay that college tuition unless education is going through such a revolution that we may not have the same cost for college in the future that we don't know. So money doesn't make you happy. I totally agree. Although you should have enough to be able to provide you with enough comfort to be happy. If you're always struggling to survive, I mean, it's going to be harder to feel happiness. We are also in a society where we know that the children are not going to do better than their parents. So I think it's a good philosophy to start with. Money is not the issue, although it's still important.
Right.
I think what's important is just to be able to go and look for your dreams and move towards them. I think that once you have these strengths to be happy and to fulfill your dreams, to feel that you are making a difference for yourself, for your community, and in your profession, you have everything to, maybe on a secondary level, make enough money to be where you should be.
Right. Another interesting thing that I would like to touch today is motivation. Here at Einstein Academy of Innovative Learning, we always try to engage students while education. We teach students how to become leaders, because the process of education nowadays, if we take wide angle, it is boring. Because if you ask children what do they think the education is, with what they associate the word education itself, probably they will tell you that it is boring. That is why we try to always engage students, create some interesting lessons, so they always engage with the process. So here at Lyceum Kennedy, what do you do to engage and motivate your students? And do you think it is important to do it?
Well, actually, this is in the art of our work, and I think most schools right now are trying to improve their approach to make sure that students are motivated. To me, as a school leader, motivation starts with, as you say, engagement, being inspired, support. It is raising a lot of concerns also about the way teachers are prepared and trained to handle a profession that is still a passion, but that is becoming more and more complex. We're asking teachers to do a lot of things that they were not supposed to do before, to read a lot of emails with their parents, to do some internal marketing in their schools, to collaborate with each other, to do differentiated pedagogy, to have difficult conversations with adults, where teachers by nature are people who prefer to be with youngsters and kids. So it is really important to engage students to have great teachers. We need to be realistic despite the training and everything. This is a very special profession in which people need to be committed. So once teachers are there, they need to be caring students who feel that they are cared for, that they are that some adults believe in them and can be role models for them. Then they'll be able to be engaged. And then we need to bring the world into the school to make it real, and we need to bring our students outside into the world so they can learn other things, not just what it's in the book or now in the website, but also concrete situations that are meaningful and close to their own lives.
We spoke with many people, we met a lot of people, and not all of them think that happiness and success are interconnected. We think that if you are a happy person, then you definitely are successful or will be successful soon. In other words, happiness creates success. So my question to you, are you a happy person? And what happiness means to you?
I think I am happy with my life,
Mm-hmm.
just because I would not want another one. I had many years in education and schools, and I know this is where I belong. This is where I feel positive, and that's what excites me in life. I feel useful. I feel that I have the opportunity to make a difference or to try to contribute in improving situation
Mm-hmm.
with others. I think it's important to be able to open doors and windows and let
Yes.
people be able to develop themselves. Now, what is success
Mm-hmm.
and what is happiness? I think we want to be as happy as we can, but to be happy, it's also to recognize that you are not happy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Life has its ups and downs. We talked about mistakes and we talk about falling, where you might appreciate better the sun when you have seen the rain or the
Mhm.
snow,
Yes.
and things like this. So I think it's about balance and the whole person,
Mhm.
body, mind, and spirit. And once we understand that we are part of much bigger organism,
Mhm.
and that we are ourselves also an organism with different parts, and everything is connected, then we are able to maybe attend to each part of our own organism and try to be maybe as comfortable with our life as possible. And I think, we talked about dreams, but if we are realistic with
Yes.
achieving our dreams, we'll be happier than to look always at the picture being greener
Yes.
or somewhere that we are not able to reach to, or something like that.
Mhm. Okay, so we defined what is happiness for you. Let's move to the success. As we know, success is consists of several steps. So the first step starts with formulating the idea. So structured idea, pretending that you are already happy person. Then thoughts comes, and only afterwards the person set the goal. So out of these three steps, which one do you think is the most important one?
I think it's success for maybe someone who has an entrepreneur spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just follow the path without having always a plan
Mhm.
in mind. So we have different ways to reach success.
Yes.
Yes, an entrepreneur would reach success this way. Success means a lot of things for different people. We talked about money also. Success could be to make a lot of money. Success would be just to find who we are
Mhm.
and what we want. And this is how I see it for myself.
Yes.
Once we have a clear path and once we realize who we are and where we want to be, then we might realize that we are somehow successful. And sometimes you can find that out when you're very young, but sometimes you need your entire life to reach to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that myself, I am more able now with a little more experience to respond to that question that I would have when I was much younger.
Mm-hmm. I see. Dominique, thank you very much for your time today. I would like to ask you one last question. Which recommendations you can give to the people who are watching us right now in terms of getting out of comfort zone and start making steps towards their dreams, towards their goals?
Be courageous, be authentic, have integrity. Don't be afraid of what people think about you.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the light and follow it.
I think our viewers will do what you said, and we will meet you again in some time and we'll see the results. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.